In the heart of a quaint town, hidden amidst the shadows of ancient trees, stood the enigmatic Masquerade Theater. Its grandiose facade loomed over the streets, yet the theater remained cloaked in an eerie silence, known for hosting one exclusive event every decade, the Masquerade Ball. Rumors whispered that the theater was cursed, as no one who attended the ball ever spoke of what transpired behind its opulent doors. Every 10 years, on the stroke of midnight, masked guests from distant lands would gather, their identities concealed behind elaborate masks. The most mysterious of them all was the enigmatic figure known only as the Phantom Masquerader. Tales described this masked entity as a specter of horror who lurked in the darkest corners of the theater, keeping a watchful eye on all who dared to dance beneath the chandeliers. One peculiar evening, on the eve of the Centennial Masquerade Ball, a young historian named Amelia stumbled upon an old and dusty leather-bound book in her attic. The cover bore the emblem of the Masquerade Theater, and as she flipped through its pages, she discovered it to be a journal belonging to a long-forgotten attendee of the ball. The journal spoke of a hidden room within the theater, an enigmatic chamber that held the key to unlocking the secrets of the Phantom Masquerader. It revealed that the masked figure was not just a legend, but a living being with a dark past and sinister intentions. Intrigued and fearless, Amelia decided to venture to the Masquerade Ball that very night, with the journal clutched tightly in her hands. The dimly lit theater buzzed with an ominous energy, and the air was thick with mystery. Masked faces waltzed gracefully across the ballroom floor, but the glimmer of fear was evident in their eyes. As the clock struck midnight, a hushed whisper swept through the crowd, signaling the arrival of the Phantom Masquerader. A tall and ominous figure draped in shadows glided into the room, wearing a mask reminiscent of a sinister raven. Amelia, unable to resist the pull of the journal's secrets, embarked on a treacherous journey within the theater's labyrinthine corridors. Guided by the cryptic writings, she discovered a concealed door, almost camouflaged against the ornate walls. With trepidation, Amelia entered the hidden room. It was filled with ancient relics, arcane symbols, and a blood-red moon painted on the ceiling. In the center of the room lay a peculiar mask, resembling a twisted fusion of pain and malevolence. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her, locking her inside. Panic engulfed Amelia, but she clung to the hope of unraveling the truth about the Phantom Masquerader. The journal hinted that the mask held the key to the entity's power, and breaking it would release the trapped souls and lift the curse from the theater. As the night grew darker, the ballroom's festivities transformed into a ghastly nightmare. Masked guests realized they were trapped inside the theater, and the Phantom Masquerader seemed to be everywhere at once, lurking in every shadow. Amelia frantically searched for a means to break the mask, but time was running out. The Phantom Masquerader was closing in, a chilling grin visible through the grotesque raven mask. Just when all hope seemed lost, Amelia stumbled upon an ancient incantation inscribed on the theater's walls. With a trembling voice, she recited the words, and an eerie glow surrounded the mask. The theater trembled, and a deafening roar echoed through the corridors. Miraculously, the mask shattered, and a blinding light engulfed the room. The trapped souls found their release, and the curse that bound the theater began to dissipate. But with the lifting of the curse came a terrible revelation. The Phantom Masquerader was the soul of a betrayed performer from a bygone era, seeking revenge for the wrongs committed against them. The entity's malevolence had been fueled by the misery it spread over the years. As the dawn broke, the theater was once again empty, and the doors mysteriously opened, allowing the freed souls to ascend to their rightful place. Amelia, now the only living soul left in the theater, looked around one last time before exiting, knowing that the Phantom Masquerader had found peace. From that day on, the theater remained deserted, but it stood as a solemn reminder of the horrors that unfolded within its walls. The legend of the Masquerader lived on in the hearts of the townspeople, who vowed to never forget the mysteries that lurked beneath the mask of the Cursed Theater.